by nature also he is a silent worker.
There is no political scientist in the country whom you do not know, sir.
First of all, I am grateful to all my team because having an association with you since 1985, and that thanks goes to political science conference at the same time.
Yes, that's my fortune that I have such beautiful friends
Only
all
God
over the
knows.
country.
Only God knows who are fortunate. But yes, now we both are fortunate, and my fortune is brighter than you. Madurai Biran has sincerely worked for political science in different capacities.
Yes.
Different capacity.
Professor Madurai Biran, you are mute, please.
And
switch on your mic, please. Madurai Biran, you are mute. Kindly switch on your mic.
He is a very humble person. He will never boast, but he will work so nicely.
Kindly unmute Professor Madurai Veeran from Tamil Nadu.
Yeah,
now it's fine. Now it's fine. Now your voice will come. Oh, again you have got muted. Again you have got muted. Look at your screen and your mic will be red. Then that means you are muted. Right? Unmute yourself. You had just unmuted, but again you went on the mute mode. So please unmute yourself, Professor Madurai Veeran.
अभी वर्मा सर ने कहा कि आप कहाँ हैं? हम कहा हैदराबाद आ गए हैं और पवन खेड़ा साहब का वेलकम करने के लिए भाग करके यहीं चले आए हैं। केस मुकदमा हो गया है तो एक आदमी की तो होना चाहिए ना, पीठ पर हाथ सांत्वना देने के लिए। चिंता मत करिए, हम हैं यहाँ पर।
We are not getting your voice. We are not getting your voice. Kindly unmute yourself.
Please unmute yourself.
Actually, all people of old generation have this problem, and they are not very comfortable with modern gadgets and how it works.
People should learn from you, sir.
अरे नहीं, हम तो I am a novice, जितेन भाई, and we are all probably.
और हमने पहली बार जब किया था डिपार्टमेंट से ऑनलाइन कार्यक्रम, तो हम क्या बताएं मेरी क्या स्थिति थी। सब बच्चों ने किसी किसी तरह से संभाला, किसी किसी तरह से किया। उसके बाद तो फिर करने लगे तो करने लगे।
मदुरई वीरन साहब को सर फोन करके बोलना होगा कि वो अनम्यूट कर ले।
मैं बोलता हूँ
जी। अब अनम्यूट हो गए सर, अनम्यूट है शायद।
सर
हाँ, यस यू आर ऑडिबल नाउ।
ओके,
प्रणाम।
नमस्कार नमस्कार धर्मेंद्र जी।
लोगों को प्रणाम।
So good evening to all.
Yes,
Respected
sir,
professor and the audience. Are you able to hear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
okay.
So today's topic is election in Tamil Nadu, the trends and the forthcoming issues. Before we discuss about the Tamil Nadu election trends, it would be very useful to see the political history of Tamil Nadu, because the background will help us to understand the electoral culture in Tamil Nadu. Firstly, after 1965, Tamil Nadu politics was dominated by the so-called Dravidian politics, because after independence till 67, Congress was the dominant party and ruling in Tamil Nadu. Later, due to the language issues and social justice issues, the DMK was able to capture power. Then, till now, the Congress is not able to come to ruling party as a ruling party. In that sense, after 1965 till date, DMK, the splinter group ADMK were alternating power between themselves. Only after 2020s, there are possibility of emerging new parties. And in that sense, now the two-party dominant system is going away, and the electoral contest between DMK-led secular front and the ADMK-led NDA front, as well as the new emerging party, the actor turned politician Vijay's TVK, Tamil Nadu Vetri Kadagam, is in the fray. Apart from that, there are minor parties like Tamilar Desi Kachi, Nam Tamilar Kachi, Tamil Nadu Valurumai Kachi, and so many small outfits are also in the contest. As on yesterday, there were more than 1,700. That means 7,000 candidates have filed their nomination for 234 constituencies. And the election has several issues, like the center is not giving due share for states, and the local politics is based on caste, community, and other things, and also three language formula, and sometimes the religious issues, and all those issues are dominating the electoral processes now in Tamil Nadu. Can I stop here or continue?
Continue.
Sir?
Continue.
And after 1965, the victory of DMK led by C.N. Annadurai in 1967 general election and the subsequent split in DMK led to formation of AIDMK by MGR that have served power alternatively. There are key milestones in the political history and electoral history of Tamil Nadu. The 1965 was dominated by India education, 1969 end of Congress rule, and 1969 the death of Annadurai led to some insurgents, and 1972 MGR splitted DMK till 1989. The charismatic leadership was ruling, that is, MGR was ruling Tamil Nadu. After that, both parties, DMK and ADMK, came alternatively for 20 years. Then Jayalalitha came in 2011 and 2016, and Jayalalitha died in 16. Then in Muthuvel Karunanidhi died in 2018. And then onwards, the Palaniswamy government as well as MK Stalin is ruling Tamil Nadu. And for the last 5 years, Tamil Nadu has achieved more than 2 digit, that means 11% economic and social growth in various fields like infrastructure, industry, and health, education, and so many fields. Tamil Nadu was able to achieve tangible achievements. And again, as far as the goal is concerned, the government has announced several populistic schemes. and name a few. Every student studying in graduation will get 1,000 rupees per month as maybe pocket money or expenditure for their day-to-day activities. More than 6 lakhs self-help groups have been assisted with 9 lakh crores of rupees for the last 5 years. And again, in Tamil Nadu, the achievements are listed by Stalin, and they say that the sportsperson will get as much as possible by their achievements. Maybe 50 lakhs for international achievements, and for national achievement 20 lakhs, and so on. Again, in the education field, there is a new scheme called non-Mudalvan Thittam, in which the skill is imported, and they are coached for Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission as well as Union Public Service Commission. And again, for every family will get, now they have announced in their manifesto, 8,000 as money for monthly expenditure for a family. So like that, the populistic scheme are announced by the DMK. Similarly, that was followed by AIADMK. They have announced almost whatever the DMK announced, little increment. If they are announcing 1,000 rupees, they will announce 1,500. And for 8,000, they announced 10,000 rupees. And the newly formed Tamil Nadu Vetri Kadagam, that is after Vijay's party, has announced and promised one bike for each family. The aim is giving a car to a family. You think of a person having no home will have car and a bike. Similarly, they are announcing the populist scheme in a competitive manner. And again, the government of Tamil Nadu is nearly debted by 1 lakh crores. 1 lakh crores rupees is on Tamil Nadu's debt account. Despite that, the government has announcing many welfare schemes. And as far as Assembly Bowl is concerned, in Tamil Nadu, the NDA alliance as of now has only 75 seats. The secular progressive front has more than 159 seats. So totally 234 seats. And the electoral surveys tells that as of now, if the people vote tomorrow, the Stalin and his allies will get nearly more than 180 to 190 seats. And the NDA alliance will get nearly 50 to 60 seats. However, there are days ahead and the situation or arithmetic may change. The TVK, the newly formed Tamil Nadu Vetri Kalagam, TVK has an edge on the youth population because the youngsters, they say that, the surveyors say that they need some change in the party because the opposition parties tells that all the secular front led by Stalin and the Stalin family is occupying Tamil Nadu for the last 40-50 years. So they are against family line, lineal party. and the TVK is, Tamil Nadu Vetti Kazhagam is having nearly 10 to 15% vote. The youth vote may turn towards the Tamil Nadu Vetti Kazhagam. And again, above all, the Stalin-led secular front has some advantages because the swing is towards Stalin as of now. They have empowered almost all the section of the people. They left no stone unturned. The student, the youth, the adolescent, the women, the elders, the government employee, because they have announced their Tamil Nadu new pension scheme. For the last 20 years, the pensioners were fighting for introducing the old pension scheme. Now Stalin has announced the new Tamil Nadu pension scheme. And again, for each taluk will have sports headquarters for encouraging the youth to achieve Olympic medals and so on. And again, as far as the alliance is concerned, the secular front is able to keep all the partners with them. Their alliance is intact. There is no best opposition campaigners except Palanichami and Vijay. There are no star campaigner against the DMK. And again, the people, we have observed in the field that the people always like two language formulas, which is the main program of Secular Progressive Alliance. Above all these things, basic infrastructure development in Tamil Nadu is up to the mark, comparable to all India average, either road, health facilities, basic services, transport or train services, and whatever you say as basic necessities are tolerable and to some extent comparable to or above national average. And again, the opposition parties, there is a vertical split in AIDMK. There were 4 groups led by TTV Dinagaran, Sasikala, and other splinter groups. The AIDMK has the traditional vote belts in the southern Tamil Nadu, but it was now broken from Edapadi Palanichami EP Sami. And again, a new partner has joined with DMK, Premalada. Vijayagant's party already joined with DMK. Again, the DMK has introduced a new scheme, 50% seats for new faces and 50% for old candidates. So, the new faces will definitely have some influence on them. Again, the main campaign of DMK is for the last 5 years performance. They say that we have achieved those things, but ADMK was not in power and they are not able to tell what they have achieved. They are only promising, and that promises may not be in future realized. So the people are thinking that let the development continue like that. So even today in today's Hindu paper in Tamil, the author of the Tamil Hindu told that the DMK will come to power with a considerable majority. So this is my prediction. Now we can discuss.
Okay. Sanjay ji?
And there are a number of points and we can ponder over if there is a question answer and so many clarifications.
True. Good. Sanjay ji, come on.
Yes, sir. So, thank you, sir. Uh, in fact, this is perhaps the last day of campaign for all the parties in Tamil Nadu and Kerala for this upcoming legislative assembly elections.
Not
Sir,
Tamil
can
Nadu,
you do
Sanjay
one
ji.
thing?
Not Tamil
You
Nadu.
take
Kerala
phone
only.
number from Verma
Kerala,
sir
only
or
Kerala.
me, sir.
Yes,
Kerala and
I will
only
Assam.
answer.
Kerala.
Kerala and Assam. Yeah.
Kerala and Assam, and in fact, basically Tamil Nadu is going for one single day poll. Tamil Nadu, perhaps
That is on 29th. That is on 29th.
20.
Tamil Nadu and West Bengal. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you, sir. In fact, because Kerala and Tamil Nadu are situated in the southern part of this country, and being northern people, we don't have much idea except the data about the elections of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, or Andhra, and like that. So basically, we have invited you, such great people, to throw some kind of light on the elections, how they are conducted, how people vote, how people react to the issues raised by the political parties, and how people are very much eager to know about the upcoming uh, reflections on these assembly elections. So there are so many issues, and perhaps the overall outlook of southern people are somewhat different or not different from the northern part of the country. So these are the issues which we should try to learn. And because you are an authority of Tamil Nadu elections, uh, first of all, I welcome you on this show, and I welcome all the participants on this particular theme of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. And after that, Professor Gopa Kumar, former Vice Chancellor of Kerala University, would be joining also with us, and will throw some light on Kerala politics and Kerala elections also. So there are so many. Perhaps वर्मा सर, हम सोचते ओपन प्लेटफॉर्म के तरह आज इसको रखते, ओपन एक इसको रखते हैं
True,
इंटरेक्शन
true,
के
true,
तौर पर.
Sanjay ji. Bilkul.
So those who are
Actually,
present here, I just
Professor
open
Gopa
the
Kumar
platform.
has Professor
जी
Gopa Kumar has an appointment with a doctor. He
जी sir.
he slipped and he's slightly, hurt his leg. So he'll be joining very shortly. And he said by 4:30 he will be probably joining. So he can
ठीक है
join
सर, कोई
anytime.
बात.
So
Okay
by
sir,
that time you can open the platform and let us
definitely sir.
raise questions, and Professor will answer the questions.
So I, with the permission of Verma sir, I just open the platform for your questions to raise and to know something about Tamil Nadu election. And with us, Professor Madurai Viran Saab is present here. So anybody who is interested in Tamil Nadu elections may raise your question. Of course, doctor, who is of course, perhaps you want to know something or raise some question. DR, only DR is written here. Anybody who is interested in asking any questions? Nobody.
If nobody, then I can raise a question, Sanjay ji.
Yes, sir, 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 sir.
Because it's a great opportunity to meet Professor Madurai Veeran. Professor Madurai Veeran, I have two small questions. One is that the BJP has been trying to make inroads in Tamil Nadu.
Sir, can you
And
ask any question or clarification with your phone? I will answer. Please. I am not
sorry?
able to. I am not able to add. Audio. Audio is not working.
Okay, now working. Can you hear
My
me?
voice is hearing, but I am not able to hear you.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
As you use your phone and ask, I will tell.
Okay. That's good. That's good. That I can do. That I can do. what I am asking on 4.
Professor Viren, are you listening my voice? नहीं, issue है कुछ ऑडियो का issue है.
Sanjay, he is not listening you, and he has requested Professor Verma to
जी
write
sir.
the question in chat box, and he is doing. Verma sir is doing that.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir, now.
Okay. I am keeping my audio on so that the participants can also hear what I am asking. My first question is that the BJP has been trying to make inroads in Tamil Nadu after its some success in Karnataka. They have been trying to reach out to people, and our Prime Minister has been making lot of efforts by bringing
Again and
Tamil
again.
Tamil Sangamam, and a lot of people are, hobnobbing between Tamil Nadu and Varanasi. So he is trying to actually reach out to the southern people, and that's a welcome thing, I think. The BJP should not be only a party of the north, it should also be reaching south. So I want to know, number one, what is the people's perception about the BJP trying to find
Who the
some
people?
find some foothold and some acceptance in the people. That is one. My second question is, if you permit, that after the decline of Jayalalitha ji, the AIADMK has gone to the margins a little bit, and most of the people of AIDMK, they are nationalist people. They have national orientation. Not that ADMK people are not nationalists, but the AIDMK people have better or more nationalist orientations. And is that a probability that because the AIDMK has also gone in coalition with the BJP, and now in Tamil Nadu, one coalition is of a recent origin, which is led by the AIDMK, and the BJP is a part of that. So my question is that is it possible that most of the people who are in because AIDMK and DMK have been alternating in Tamil Nadu politics, is there a possibility that the AIDMK with the support and with the coalition with the BJP can come to power this time, and the DMK may thirdly, what is the intensity of anti-incumbency so far as the DMK is concerned? Because in spite of the assurances and promises and populist projections, the anti-incumbency, how far the anti-incumbency is going to impact. So these are my 3 questions to you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sir, the first question is that the BJP is trying to who the Tamil Nadu people. Yes, BJP leaders like Modi ji, Amit Shah, and others, Piyush Goyal, all are coming again and again and making inroads into Tamil Nadu. And the only thing with the BJP is the language, because they say only Vanakkam. Vanakkam. After that, they are not able to speak in Tamil. And if they are able to speak in Tamil, there are possibility of catching some people in Tamil Nadu, some seats. The other thing is that when a person speaker speaks in own language, they are emotionally binded. When the translation is done by someone else, it is not the direct contact with the Modi ji or Amit Shah ji and other. That is the problem. They are habituated with one language, and they say that it is there more than 5,000 years old and so on. They have affinity with that language. Wherever Modi ji goes to UNO or other foreign land, and there he tells about Tiruvallur and Kural and so on. That is appreciated. But the thing is that BJP is seen as a northern party, not as a national party. And the background of the BJP is that they say that it is Sangh Parivar or RSS oriented. And one thing. And another second question, the AIDMK people came from DMK only. There is no separate ideology for DMK and ADMK. Both the parties were thinking that there should be only two languages, not Hindi. Imposition of Hindi is not tolerated in southern India. And there are people like me. I studied in Meerut, I learned Hindi, I can speak Hindi, so on. If we are voluntarily learning, no problem. But when it is imposed, they are not able to tolerate. The DMK and ADMK were earlier using the language as a weapon. Now, almost all the people in Tamil Nadu are opting for any third language, whether it is Hindi or French or any other language. So, the DMK and the ADMK may not be able to use language as a weapon in future elections. Okay. And another thing is that BJP may get a few seats in Kanyakumari as well as Coimbatore and a few pocket areas. Otherwise, the BJP is yet to take its emerge as a victorious party, because even if ADMK is in alliance with the BJP, BJP is not able to found leaders of eminence with them. Because Nainar Nagendran, now you see there is infighting between BJP, Annamalai is not given seat. There are only few leaders, known leaders. The people think that there is no BJP leader in Tamil Nadu. They are imported from North India. That is another problem.
Yeah.
And the third question is that you are telling what would be the DMK's possibility and AIDMK. AIDMK has already splitted into 4 groups after the death of J. Jayalalitha. One is led by Pannirselvam, the former chief minister who ruled after Jayalalitha for 2 terms. And now Palaniswamy is having one group with them. The Sasikala, the AD of Jayalalitha, is having another group. Apart from that, Sengotayan, those who designed and made tour programs of all the leaders, was with Vijay. So it has broken into pieces. ADMK has broken into pieces. It is not so strong with any charismatic leader. So its impact will be not more than 50 seats. The central part of Tamil Nadu was dominated by PMK. A caste group called One Year was ruling that. But when the BJP made some intrude, the Ramadas as well as his son Andumani has split into 2 groups. The PMK was also not strong. So the political parties that were in power or that were in alliance were split into 2-3 groups. That is the advantage of DMK now.
Okay.
So I think I have answered all 3 questions. If you can
Thank
ask,
you.
yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Great. And now welcome Professor Gopakumar.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I hope that you could keep your date with the doctor. And,
Yeah. I'm ready now.
Okay.
I'm in the premises of the Ayurveda doctor only, hospital
Oh,
only.
really?
Because
Yeah,
there
right
won't be
now?
time for me to get back home. So they
Oh,
permitted me to have meeting here. No
okay,
problem.
okay, great,
No
great,
problem.
great.
No problem.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, anybody else would like to have any questions on Tamil Nadu? Jitan bhai?
Uh, I think that Viren has made it very clear that the psychological problem of South, and particularly of the people of Tamil Nadu, about the BJP, RSS, and the language, which was once a very major issue, still that is dominating the political scene of Tamil Nadu, and question of DMK promises, performances, and AIDMK promises. So performance is going to gain once again in Tamil Nadu.
Jendraji,
As per his
in your
observation,
phone, sir.
scene of Tamil Nadu is very clear, and there is no hope for other alternative party in Tamil Nadu, and that is because of the language. That is because of the psychological problem of the people of Tamil Nadu, as per Viren observation. And whatever the efforts BJP is making in Tamil Nadu, a lot of initiatives have been taken. You have rightly pointed out, sir, that Tamil Sangam and Tamil culture and interactions with the people, they were invited on several important occasions in Ayodhya. So that is not going to work. This is his observation. But I think that this is not 100% correct, because the kind of changes which is taking place in India in the name of nationalism, about which we have talked, the nationalist party or less nationalist party. But parties may be nationalist or regional. But so far as the perspective is concerned, I think that the general people of India, including Tamil Nadu, they are influenced by the policies of the government and the way this government, the central government, has worked for all people. Sabka saath, sabka vikas. The persons working outside this country in the other and Middle East, they are also from Tamil Nadu, and they know how this central government is working for each and every citizen, irrespective of the reason, caste, and religion. Dr. Viren has pointed out, as per his data or the experience, the split in AIDMK that is going to harm the alliance with the BJP, that will not benefit. But I think that he may be correct, but not his observation is going to be 100% correct, because of all these factors are also silently working. Biren is also very silent worker, a scholar. Likewise, his observation is limited in that sense, to my mind. I may be wrong, because I am not living there, and he is familiar with the culture, he is part of the culture, and he has already accepted that he knows Hindi. But when the imposition of Hindi, how this perception is created, you see how Stalin has used this thing, and which is repeated by Viren in the another way. But the purpose is the same, to create a fear that Hindi will be imposed on South India, including this is not correct picture, and BJP will have to work hard to remove this kind of I think that fear which is created and still that is working there, if that is so. So this is my all observation about the elections going on in Tamil Nadu in the context and the light of the presentation, wonderful presentation made by Viren. Congratulations for that. Thank you very much.
Professor Verma, sir, would you like to say a few words of your observation, sir? Professor Saroj Verma, sir, kindly unmute yourself. Kindly unmute yourself.
Yes, yes. I have a question from Madurai Veeran, sir. He is Tamil Nadu, but he is not hearing our voice, sir. How I will convey my question to him?
You tell your questions. I will call him. I will call him, and I will
Uh,
on telephone. I will tell him.
my question is Tamil Nadu moving toward a more competitive multipolar system or retaining its traditional bipolar structure? This is my question, sir.
Okay, okay. I will call him and tell him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, Professor Verma is asking a question
Yes.
whether Tamil Nadu is still retaining the bipolar character or likely to move towards a multipolar structure in the state politics at least. That's his question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now
Yes,
you
I
can
will.
answer. Now you can answer.
Till the end of 2020, there are only two parties, DMK and ADMK. There are alliances with minor parties like Marxist, similarly Nam Tamizhar Katchi, Premalala's MDMK, Vaiko's party, and a few small parties are aligning with either ADMK or DMK. But for the last 10 years, the DMK has built a strong alliance. Similarly, ADMK also has their own loyal persons as alliance partners. A few Muslim parties both the side, as well as Christian Democratic Alliance both the side. Similarly, the caste and community groups like PMK and other parties based on caste, Muklator Munnetra Kadagam from south, all were having their own alliance partners. But what happened after the death of two charismatic leaders like Karnanidhi in 2018 and Jayalalitha uh, and demise of Jayalalitha has made the party into splinter groups. ADMK became a splinter groups. And again, in DMK, after the death of Karnanidhi, Stalin has captured power. He made the party more stronger than the Karnanidhi had been. So there are till now two dominant party system with small parties. In future, after maybe 10 years, the multi-party system may emerge, not in the subsequent elections. Because in the subsequent election, the trend is that there are possibility of splitting vote by Tamil Nadu Vetri Kadagam, that is by actor Vijay, 10 to 12% vote of youths. It is not going to get not more than 10 seats. They are telling in pocket area like urban cities and a few rural areas, they may get 10 seats, not more than that. And again, along with the help of AIADMK, the BJP will get 6 or 7 seats in Kanyakumari, as well as they have contesting only 1 seat in Coimbatore belt. So they will get not more than 6 or 7 seats. And the AIDMK will get nearly 50 to 60 seats. So 60 plus 10, 70 plus 7, 77 or 80 seats for the NDA front. The remaining seat will go to AIDMK. Because the populism, as well as you go to Autowala, you go to any rural persons and ask how is life, how you are going, and they are telling chalte. I say chalte, no problem, no difficulties. And each family is getting at least 6 to 7,000 rupees per month as freebies or rations and help in scholarship. In each family, one person is studying in college, he is getting 1,000 rupees, laptops, and so on. So, like that, they are thinking there are opportunity for employment, there are opportunity for earning, and a free bus. And the wages has increased almost twice, double fold in last 5 years. Earlier, an agriculture worker was getting 5,000 rupees. Now he is getting almost 900. So like that, in each field, the flow of money is there. And then they are thinking whether government is having a large debt, they never bother. But their routine life, day-to-day life is going very easily. So they are thinking that they are ready to vote the ruling party. The anti-incumbency factor is very less. And yesterday you must have read one article written by Maniman and my colleague, and in Hindustan Times, and he clearly told that there is no anti-incumbency. Very least.
Thank you.
Verma
Please,
sir,
sir.
I have one query.
Yes, you can forward that question to me, sir.
Verma sir, I have one question.
जी बताइए.
May I ask this question?
Oh, sure. Why not?
As per the entire observation or analysis of Viren, suggests that there is not going to change in Tamil Nadu because of the reasons he had already stated. But at the same time, he has accepted and underlined then AIDMK and BJP is going to win few seats, 10 to 15 or more than that. So in those regions where BJP or ADMK will win, what is the difference and what factors are going to contribute so far as the winning of the BJP and ADMK in these regions? What are other factors, or which factors will be responsible? Then
I will call Veerji and tell him. Because he is not able to hear.
So that is the problem.
Sir, please, sir.
Yes, sir. This is Professor Jiten Narayan's question, your old friend. And he says that as you have confessed that the BJP and AIDMK are going to win in some pockets, a few seats they are going to probably win. So
Yes,
his pointed inquiry is why it is so? Why is this attraction in a pocket only? If there can be an attraction in the pocket, can this attraction also have a spillover effect? That's his question. What are
And
the special reasons for this?
yeah,
What are
yeah.
the special reasons?
What
What
is
are the
see,
special
okay,
reasons?
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if you observe, the BJP is making inroads into only few areas. You take Kanyakumari and Nagarkovil and the southern tip of Tamil Nadu, they have fielded nearly 7 candidates because there are more temples, there are more bhaktas, and religion has been made as a tool there. It is true because all Hindu temples are there. Last time after the election, Modi went there and he was in Kanyakumari for one day making tapas and so on. And again, they have made Madurai as a target, and Tirupurangundram was made an election issues. But Madurai is known for its tolerance, and there was no many several issues. But there is no religious issues. Muslims and Hindus are living with a most harmonious life. During the festivals of Muslims, Hindu will go and take feast in their house. Similarly, Muslims will come to Hindu house. They maintain a harmonious relationship. The BJP tried to make inroad into Madurai, but in vain. And the people told that don't come, and we are living in harmony. Now they have fielded a candidate from cinema. You know, Tamil Nadu politics is known for influence of cinema in politics. The former Chief Ministers MGR and Jayalalitha were from cinema. Similarly, Andhra was dominated by NTR and so on. But as far as BJP is concerned, they have no earlier history in Tamil Nadu. They are thinking Congress had its own freedom fighters from several freedom fighters from Tamil Nadu, but there is no such things in Tamil Nadu for antecedent for BJP. Again, BJP is making inroads in pocket area because the they have made migration of workers, North Indian workers in Coimbatore. But in Coimbatore, Vanadi Srinivasan is fielded. Only one candidate is fielded in that area. That's why I am telling only in pocket areas BJP has its route. Earlier, Pon Radhakrishnan, a minister, was from Kalyanamuri. Similarly, CP Radhakrishnan, now the vice president is from Coimbatore. Like that, the pocket area is having influence of BJP. Otherwise, other parties, the regional parties or even sub-regional parties are having dominance in particular districts. You take Kadalur or former South Arcot, Tirunamalai, as well as North Arcot, the BJP, the PMK, Patali Makal Kachi was dominating. If they contest, they will win. Similarly, in few areas, more than 30% Dalit people are there. There, Vidudalai Sirthikal Kachi, MP of Tirumavalavan, his party will come there. Like that, the pocket area in the sense either the community or the party or the caste is making a pivotal role. That's why I am telling in pocket areas, the particular party, maybe DMK or the ADMK or the BJP will dominate the electoral processes.
Thank you. So Sanjay ji, now we can 1 hour is done. So
Yes, sir.
we can take up the next and you can thank Professor Madurai Viran for his excellent interventions, and because he may not
Yeah.
be able to hear, so you can be brief on that.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Thank you, sir. And many thanks to Professor Madurai Viran for his insightful discussion on the issue of Tamil Nadu elections. And uh, CSSP pays its gratitude to you. And now with us today, we have the second, a very versatile and very renowned personality, as Professor Gopakumar sir is with us, and he will be having some very interesting talks on the Kerala elections, its outcome and its possibility. Is it going to change something new or something, or going to remain the same? So basically, it is between LDF and UDF. So I welcome Professor Gopal sir on this CSSP platform, and you are very much part of this CSSP initiative always from for the last 10 years. So I welcome you, sir, on this platform once again. And without wasting any time, I just request you to throw some light
Yeah.
on Kerala elections.
Thank you.
Sir, please.
Thank you. Am I audible? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, Kerala has become the cradle of coalition politics in the country. In fact, the very idea of coalition politics emerged from what happened in Kerala even in early 50s, even before the formal state of Kerala was formed. The early experiences of coalition politics was visible in the Travancore Cochin politics. Thereafter, since 1956, almost all governments, barring two, were coalition governments. One axis was led by non-Congress forces. The other axis was led by the Congress. In fact, the Congress was a bit shy to join the coalition politics. But once it realized that it is not possible to run a single party government, they also joined the bandwagon of coalition politics. The present UDF-LDF division came in 1981. And thereafter, the Congress on the one side and the CPIM on the other has led the coalition politics. And therefore, for a very long time, until recently, Kerala voters selected either UDF or LDF. There will be routine change of power exactly after every 5 years. But in 2021, this trend was reversed because the LDF government that came to power in 2016 was re-elected in 2021. That is a surprise to many of the political pundits of the country. But some of us knew that this is going to happen because Kerala suffered from two floods and followed by the COVID. The LDF government did remarkable work in the emergency management in the distress situation. And that brought them better positive approach from the part of the voters in 2021. And again, the UDF leaders, particularly the Congress leaders, continued their infighting as usual. So the people thought that how can we trust a quarrelsome alliance when the whole world itself is facing problems, especially COVID-19. So naturally, the left government came back to power, returned to power with a massive majority of 100 seats out of 140. But during the last 5 years, politics in Kerala changed so much because even earlier, the BJP was trying to penetrate into the traditional bipolar coalition politics of the state. But given the social engineering part, unlike in other parts of North India, it is not that easy for the BJP to become popular in the state. Even by population terms, the Hindu population is almost 51% only, whereas there is a strong minority of 49%, which includes Muslims and Christians. This is one side. On the other side, the strongest Hindu support goes to the left, the communist parties. So given this dilemma from two sides, because satirically we call that the biggest Hindu party in Kerala is the CPIM. So, and the other side, the UDF has a strong support of the minority. And there were no takers for the BJP to enlarge the National Democratic Alliance. Nevertheless, the BJP was slowly growing from 1%, 2%, 4%, 6%, 8%, like that. In the last parliament elections, it surprised all of us when they were able to bag one Lok Sabha seat out of 20, and in 3 other seats, they came very close. So the fact of the matter is that BJP got 20% votes, and it opened up a tripolar politics in the state. That is what I would say about initially about electoral politics and the brief history. During the last 5 years, Kerala faced many problems like price rise, huge unemployment, massive corruption led by the ruling party and the ruling alliance, the poor plight of the healthcare, mainly because the private hospitals run by private enterprise. Now, even the multinational companies are also coming to Kerala to run the hospitals. But public funded hospitals were suffering from shortage of faculty, doctors, nurses, medicines, equipments, etc. Similarly, our educational system, although Kerala was famous for achieving 96% literacy, and our traditional models of development were very high. But since no employment was there, people migrated in large numbers to West Asia, the United States, to Canada, to New Zealand, in addition to the traditional migration of the neighboring states, especially to South and North, Bangalore also. So the youth suffer from unemployment. And one more interesting case about Kerala is that the senior population is remarkably high. In India, the senior population is only 8%, above 60 years. Kerala's traditional senior population is more than 20%. In another 10 years, it will become 30%. So we are having a huge senior population, and they have concerns of social security, health, sometimes livelihood, and also taking care of them since their children are far away. So all these issues are problematic. Nevertheless, the left government tried to bring some reforms. Two things. Number one, they were interested in promoting infrastructural development, aided by the government of India. So such infrastructure projects are progressive. Again, some of the projects like Vizhinjam International Seaport, which has a huge potential, and if properly planned in future, it can become much more attractive than Colombo or Dubai. Such kind of natural facilities are our deep sea, ocean. But the government tried to start the Vizhinjam project, and in the 5 years, transshipment work is going on, and much more work is expected in the form of cargoes going within the state. So we need better roads. So the state government was focusing on that, but they could not address the problems of price rise and the corruption that was followed and the issues of healthcare. So there is strong anti-incumbency that has been set up. But in structural terms, the left democratic government front was more powerful because vote share wise, you will find the LDF is so huge that it carries around 12 parties compared to the UDF, which has only 5 parties. And the National Democratic Alliance, as you know, the BJP is the main force, supported by 2 small forces. One is called BDJS, Bharatiya Dharma Janasena. It's a small group of OBC community, one of the OBC communities. It's a small party. And another party called 2020, which is based more in Cochin side. So the NDA is not having strong allies, but nevertheless, the BJP has firm roots in almost all constituencies, and it has grown at least very powerfully in 30% of the total constituencies. So this election, which is going to take place in another 48 hours, I can tell you is all around the BJP and the NDA, because how BJP is going to fare and the performance of the BJP naturally will impact on both sides. Because the BJP is not winning many seats, it may win only few seats, but it can upset the fortunes of other parties, particularly the UDF and the LDF. So that is the curiosity of this election. Because if BJP upsets UDF and Congress candidates, then it will help LDF. But if you look from the social engineering angle, LDF and the BJP belongs to the same social factor, the Hindu community. So given this contingency, more or less we believe that UDF is likely to scrape through, not with a massive majority, but with a small majority. Because the UDF itself is not a united force. Even although they won the Panchayat elections held 100 days ago remarkably well, afterwards they started infighting. So the Left Democratic Front appealed to the people and said, look here, we ran the government for 10 years. We do have strong leadership, and it is an unquestionable leadership. There are no factions in this alliance. So why don't you support us again? But given the anti-incumbency factor, this is not an easy game. So Kerala is poised for tripolar elections, and the surveys that have taken place are all bogus, I must tell you, because the media people conducted some ad hoc surveys, and to suit their rating, they try to manipulate the data. And since no academic system or university or CSDS has done any survey, I don't believe in any of such surveys. And we can only judge on the basis of the general trends in the prevailing situation. Because politics is more contextual and developments can happen unexpectedly too. I remember in 2000, I'm sorry, yeah, when Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated, most of it was in the midst of election time. Most of the states had completed elections, but some of the southern states did not complete the election. It so happened that everybody expected in 1991 that the LDF will come to power. But one act changed the whole scenario, and the sympathy factor also aided, and thereby the UDF was able to win through. But in many other states, you find the sympathy factor did not work because most of the votes were polled by that time. So in politics, you cannot predict things because last minute developments can happen. But as of now, we have only 48 hours. So my humble prediction, which I can tell you only on the basis of my assessment and experience, I did not conduct any field survey. I definitely have contacts with many people in the state and also with influential spokespersons. And on the basis of that, I had come to the conclusion that UDF is likely to get a simple majority, not a huge majority, because we cannot measure the wave now. Anti-incumbency is a fact. So 10 years of LDF rule has created big issues, and the people want a change. But the anti-incumbency split between BJP and the UDF, and the LDF is phenomenally solid organization. So this is one problem. But if we view from the social engineering angle, the minority en bloc support UDF, which comes to 49% of the total population. There's a strong minority consolidation. 28% Muslims and almost 21% Christian community. So with the anti-incumbency factor and another factor, since the BJP and the NDA look for Hindu votes, and LDF also grab votes mostly from Hindu community traditionally. So their votes are likely to be divided, and therefore the UDF may get through, maybe getting around 80 seats out of 140. And the LDF may get 55. And the remaining 50 to 55. And the remaining 3 to 5 seats may go to the BJP. BJP may open its up. Kerala, the problem was that BJP won only one seat in the assembly long back, very long back. But that seat was lost in the next assembly election. So there is a transfer of votes between UDF and LDF every time. Every time they transfer votes to prevent or checkmate the BJP getting seats or coming to power. But this time they cannot cross vote because the fight is very tight between UDF and LDF. And therefore, if LDF transfer votes to UDF to prevent BJP or vice versa, either of them will suffer. So they may not transfer votes. So each one will try to ensure their voter strength to become more solidified. But given the rise of BJP in unexpected terms in many pockets, it is natural that the immediate sufferer will be the LDF. Unlike the national leaders of the BJP who believe that Congress Mukta Bharat is their agenda, Kerala, actually the trajectory was different. I don't know to what extent they have understood that. They should have thought of Communist Mukta Kerala first, and then think of attacking the Congress. So their strategy in Kerala is flawed. So, but nevertheless, an increasing voter base is catching up with the BJP. This is how politics stands as of now. And Congress member of parliaments, 9 out of 20 wanted to contest this election. On the eve of the election and on the eve of the nomination time, the KPCC president was having a very tough time because out of 20 Lok Sabha seats, the UDF have 18 and Congress have 15. And nevertheless, 9 out of 15 wanted to contest assembly election. And that would have created much more of a Pandora's box. And people lose confidence when the greedy politicians shift their musical chair between parliament and assembly. So therefore, the Congress has its own problems. And the Congress is likely to be defeated by the Congress only, the disunity. So this is one problem. On the other side, you have a very, very strong LDA. So this is the situation. So my projection on the basis of experience, past history, and as a researcher, and definitely through participating in TV debates, social media debates, I gather that there is an advantage for the United Democratic Front led by the Congress. So 10 years of rule is so much. Otherwise, Kerala changes power once in every 5 years. And this time, it was 10 years, 2016 to 2026. So are they going to give mandate for another 5 years? For the LDF means 15 years. So LDF had created a history already by continuing in power for 2 terms. So naturally, there will be a change of government, change of regime. And this possibility may help the UDF to come to power. And I'm not sure whether they will stand united once they are in power, given the history of the Congress and also the poor leadership despite many leaders. Recently, Rahul Gandhi came here, and in one of his election speeches, he declared that probably a women chief minister should come. When the Congress women leadership itself is very weak, how can he project about a women leadership? They have not cultivated Congress Women's Front or Mahila Congress, and only 2-3 ladies are contesting. And how many of them will get an opportunity? And they are all junior people. So this is the plight. So Congress continues to be disunited. LDF under the leadership of Narayana Vijayan is very, very strong. Very strong, I would say. And there is no objection to him, to his leadership. And the MLAs of the LDF who have done some good job in infrastructural development, they are all given a chance to contest again so that the anti-incumbency can be reduced. This was a strategy developed by LDF. And during the campaign, another interesting thing happened. The one interesting development was the UDF for the Congress alleged that there is a secret deal between BJP and the LDF. This is not scientifically proved, but one thing is sure, the LDF wanted to checkmate the UDF from coming to power, and the BJP wanted Congress Mukta Kerala and Congress Mukta Bharat. So there is a common interest between the two, but there is absolutely no vote transfer, and it cannot work ideologically or logistically. But this is more in the form of an allegation. The LDF tried to reverse this idea and said that there's a deal is between BJP and Congress. But many did not believe like that. And another factor, we have a very powerful Muslim League, a very important constituent of the United Democratic Front. Apart from the dominant Muslim League, there are few small splinter Muslim parties which are not parliamentarily soft, but militant in many other terms. So the Muslim League is more or less a moderate liberal communal party. But the two outfits like Jamaat-e-Islami and the SDPI, Social Democratic Party of India, are militants in the sense that the Jamaat-e-Islami believe in creating an Islamic state, and the SDPI are the former activists of Popular Front of India. So they are militants, and one of them, the Jamaat-e-Islami, has aligned with the UDF informally. So the Left Democratic Front, in order to checkmate that, invited the SDPI, another militant movement, to join them. So the two extreme forces of the Muslim community are respectively with UDF and LDF. So secularism in Kerala is a very selective kind of thing. In one way, you have to say that everybody is secular, or otherwise you have to say that everybody is communal. So public policies are influenced by community consideration. So these are pressing challenges which confuse psephologists, which confuse us from making a solid prediction about what is going to happen. I have sensed a strong anti-incumbency in the state. Because of tenure rule, the LDF is challenged. Economy is in very bad shape. More than 5 lakh crores of debt has been accrued to the state over the years. And whichever government comes to power will have to bear the brunt of this huge debt of more than 5 lakh crores of rupees. Secondly, price rise. Thirdly, unemployment. Fourthly, in the huge corruption, institutional corruption and party corruption. Fifthly, the poor state of healthcare, public funded healthcare. And finally, the poor quality of education and the compulsion of the students to migrate for foreign countries, even for undergraduate program. So all these issues raises big questions from making analysis and how Kerala is going to work. I expect the UDF to get around 41% vote share along with 80% seats, and LDF to get around 38%, 3% less with 50 to 55 seats. And BJP, I'm expecting 3 seats for sure. It can go up to 4 or 5, but 3 minimum with 18%. So this 18% votes, not only that embraces the ADLF and India, the new generation decides in a different form. So there is a phenomenal change in the conventional politics of Kerala. So there is a big change that is happening. The bipolarism is disappearing or declining. And this decline of bipolar politics is providing more opportunities for the BJP to influence the politics of the state. But as I mentioned, the Hindu religion is not a dominant one like in other states of India, hardly 51%. So we have 49% minorities, 28 and 21, and they are united, not between themselves, but within the community, they have a strong unity. Within the Muslim community, the Muslim League is likely to get 20 seats of 27 they are contesting. And it is going to help the United Democratic Front. And many discussion is taking place that once Muslim will come to power, they will demand a deputy chief ministership, minimum 6 ministers, and many other things which will favor the Muslim community. And therefore, LDF, the grapevine says, is more secular than the. So will the BJP voters shift to LDF? I don't know. I don't think so, because ideologically they are at the opposites. So this is the dilemma before us, and in making a concrete decision or concrete prediction, Kerala politics is very interesting. Our election, this is the 16th assembly election we are going to face. And I'm sorry, 17th assembly elections we are going to face. But one assembly election was abortive because no party got a majority and the assembly was dissolved even before it was convened. This was in 1965. Some people say that because of the BJP and the third force, Kerala can produce or throw a hung assembly. But even if there is a hung assembly coming, as some cynics say, there is a possibility that one of the coalition partners of the UDF can join LDF to make a majority, or one of the coalition partners of the LDF can shift to UDF and make a majority. Even if the election throwing a hung assembly, definitely there will be a government after 1 month. That I am very sure when the results are announced by April, mid-April, there will be a government, even if it is going to be hung assembly or a clear mandate. But as I have measured or as I have tried to analyze the political mind of Kerala through my contacts, through my students, through my colleagues, and through media people, and also through civil society leaders, generally the feeling is that UDF may get a simple majority. And their major area support base comes from North Kerala. We have Central Kerala and South Kerala. In Central Kerala also, the UDF has a small edge. But in South Kerala, the LDF has a upper hand. So LDF is very strong in South Kerala. North Kerala is pro UDF, and in Central Kerala, they're almost equal, but there is an advantage for the UDF, slight advantage for the UDF in Central Kerala. So geographically, this is a situation. So may I conclude here so that discussion can happen, Professor Verma? Can you?
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, yes,
I spoke around 30 minutes. I think now
yes.
we can open up for discussion. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh, it's always very entertaining hearing you on various issues of politics, including the electoral politics. Uh, Always.
Thank you.
So, it was really very nice and very balanced kind of presentation on your part regarding Kerala elections. But I have some few questions. First,
Sure.
sir, as far as data shows that BJP started its political career in 2016 by getting one
Exactly.
seat. 21 it lost, but in
Yeah.
24 Lok Sabha election, it
Yeah, it
got
did
the
well.
Thrissur seat. For
Yeah.
the first time, it opened its account in Lok Sabha.
Correct.
And by the data shows also progress by BJP that by in 2016 it got almost 10 and half percentage of point. In
Correct.
2021 it got around 11 and half, but in 2024 Lok Sabha election it jumped to 16.8% of vote.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
So I think near around 17 or 18 percentage of vote. That means there is a huge jump as far as BJP is concerned. And
Sure.
5 pockets they are in fact eyeing. The one is the Palakkad, the second one is Memon, the third one is Thrissur, and 2 pockets also. So as you have opined that BJP is going to win 3 to 5 seats. Perhaps I think this is a very realistic target for
Correct.
BJP also.
Correct.
But
Correct.
one thing also that you have said about address that price rise is one of the biggest issues in Kerala.
Correct.
How state government is responsible for this price rise and the connection between this price rise and electoral outcome? So
Yes.
this I want to know, sir.
Yes. Yes. So number one, you mentioned about the 5 possible seats that the BJP is likely to win. I generally agree with you. Nemam is number one. Palakkad is number two. Kazakottam in Trivandrum is at number three. Kazakottam, number three. Then probably two more. One is Manjeshwaram, very close to Mangalore.
Manjeswaram, yes, sir. Yeah, Manjeswaram.
Very
Yeah.
close to Mangalore. And another one is Chatanur near Kollam district, in Kollam district, South Kerala. South Kerala. So this
Yes.
is very interesting that their vote share is scattered, but in some pockets BJP is gaining. It is everywhere. because the Hindu population is spread. But because of the powerful presence, as I mentioned about the Communist Party here, unless the BJP challenges the CPIM, it will not grow in Kerala. So I agree that 3 to 5 seats is a reasonable target. Even 3 is great, I would say, given the problem of Kerala, challenge of Kerala, coalition politics of Kerala. The main problem is that so long as we have strong coalition politics, you need a large number of votes to win. Unlike in other states where 4 coalitions are there, multi-party system is in force. Kerala is also having multi-party system, but we transformed to become a bipolar. BJP is trying to penetrate into become a tripolar. So that's the difficulty. So percentage of votes will not convert into percentage of seats. But nevertheless, BJP will get 3 or 4 or 5 seats for sure. I do agree on that. And coming to the second part, that's a very important question. How is the LDF responsible for the price rise? See, Kerala has the highest inflation in the country. The rate of inflation in the country is in the state is record high. Highest rate of inflation. I think Kerala stands second or first. So we are having a high rate of inflation, and followed by the Gulf influence of Gulf money, which in the coming period, given the kind of world conflict, global conflict, etc., we are not sure whether the huge money that we get from foreign countries will continue, particularly from Middle East. If that is going to happen, if the flow of money, like more than 150,000 crores, 150,000 crores rupees as money order economy every year, if that is going to fall down, Kerala will collapse further. So price rise is partly because of that Gulf money, and price rise is also because of the high rate of inflation. And again, price rise is mainly because we don't produce any agriculture. We are mostly service sector oriented economy. Some few small scale industries are there, but not major industries. Few small scale industries are there, but mostly it is a service sector economy. More started with government sector, now coming close to private sector, a little close to private sector. So this is the reason. And unless we improvise our manufacturing sector, particularly small scale and medium scale industries, employment opportunities will not come. For everything we have to depend, and agriculture products have to come all the way from Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra, and other parts. So we seldom produce anything. That's the issue. So that's the reason for the price rise. And every year the price is going up, and now it has gone to record heights. So when income is less, price rise affects the people. And if Gulf money is going to fall down, definitely economy will collapse further. So that is how the economic situation of this state exists as of now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else interested in asking question? Anybody?
Sir, may I ask?
Ha, bilkul. Sorrow. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So the question is recent, the BJP has been saying that suppose it comes to power, it will give incentives for promotion of industrialization and for more investments. So, sir, suppose even if Congress also saying the same thing, so sir, why is it irrespective of whichever party is there, why is it that the investment climate of Kerala has not been improved regarding who is in power and whoever promises are being made? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, very interesting question. There is a famous saying that average Malayali or Keralite is a very hardworking person, very industrious, very hardworking, very sincere person with less politics once he moves outside the Kerala state. Once you leave the shores of Kerala, we are a role model people. But inside, there is so much of politics. Traditionally, because of the rise of left politics, there is so much of objection and opposition to industrial development. That killed the industrial growth of Kerala. And again, because of wage rise, agriculture economy fell into shambles. Because it became unprofitable. It was not cost effective. So we had to move out, and with the Gulf money coming up, agriculture field became estates for construction and houses to begin with houses, and now with the shopping malls, convention centers. So agricultural land is reduced so much. So with increased price rise, very little industrial life and industrial economy, and only because our education helped us to focus upon service sector, we are good in service. Now with the first technopark coming in India in Kerala, in Kalakutam, where I mentioned the BJP has a chance to win. So that technopark culture produce a different kind of attitude. But even in the nature of competition, our technoparks are not comparable in competition with that of Bangalore or Chennai or Hyderabad. And the main reason is that the ecosystem in Kerala is not helping even for the IT park to become successful. Because when agitations are there, when wage rise are high, productivity is affected. Technopark is running with what is called a special economic zone. But nevertheless, you have to leave the special economic zone at the end of the day for your home. You are reaching a different ecosystem. So naturally, the industrial culture has not improved. And whereas in southern states of India, like Tamil Nadu, Telangana, definitely Karnataka, so much of industrial development. It is not comparable to anywhere near Kerala. And as a result of which, the economy depends on what we call money order. Money comes from the Middle East. So we don't produce much. And with that, whatever money comes from the Middle East, we invest here. We invest in real estate. We invest in various other kinds of safe zone industry, like film industry, like that. We try to, IT parks are also there. But otherwise, industrial development is not going phenomenally. So the other states have gone much ahead. And in nature of competition also, the state is falling behind. So Kerala has to come up. That's what I started by saying. Keralites are very active once you leave Kerala. But inside, there is so much of over politicization and trade unionism. That's the problem. There are some
Sir,
changes
may
are
I
there,
ask
but
another question?
yeah.
Sir, may I please ask another question?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, what happened is this in Tamil Nadu, sir, all political parties are announcing freebies. So approximately 5,000 crore amount has been spent on the freebies. And it is being said that since Tamil Nadu has been giving freebies for a long time, that's why the human capital formation is very high over there. On the contrary, some BJP is saying that because of giving the freebies, state is nearly bankrupt. So, sir, whether to promote industrialization, whether to promote these welfare schemes, actually, which is going to benefit the common people in the long run, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. In Kerala also, the impact of freebies has come, but not like Tamil Nadu or Karnataka. It has come. Because in Kerala, it is not that much warranted because of the reason that Kerala has a very powerful middle class. And this powerful middle class definitely doesn't deserve, doesn't need freebies. But there is a small sector of poor people, which will account for around 10% of the population, of which 1 or 2% are very much vulnerable. So freebies are needed to that section. But what the political parties are doing now, they are declaring freebies irrespective of any category to everyone. So that will not help given the huge debt of our economy. So that is not a wise decision. But nevertheless, say for example, UDF or Congress promise that all women will be given freedom to have free transport all over Kerala, and women students, girl students will get 1,000 rupees as scholarship. Now, these freebies will not work the way in which, because already the State Road Transport Corporation is in pretty bad shape. And how can if 50% or 15% women travel free? We can understand if it is given to the poor people. And 1,000 rupees scholarship is also understandable to the poor girl students, but not to everyone. Because Kerala is a very powerful middle class. But political parties want to placate on the basis of welfare. So it is also, this trend is coming to Kerala also. Actually, Kerala was a welfare state and it had a lot of achievements. That is how we lifted out of poverty. And I can even tell you that there is a middle class even among the scheduled caste community. But nevertheless, 10% people of population are still poor. So welfare is needed. Freebies are needed, but not to the extent to which they are advocating. And there is no money for that. And another one more point on your question, I will tell you, the policies they have declared are all on the last phase of election. Election manifestos came only 2-3 days ago. How can the people evaluate their election manifesto? That is why anti-incumbency factor becomes more important than sound economic policies. I hope you understand. So instead of debating on sound economic policies, people are debating only on controversial themes, including anti-incumbency. So it is easy to influence voter on the basis of anti-incumbency plus religion or caste. So that becomes sensational. You're not debating on sound economic policies. In political science, we study about interest aggregation, interest articulation, etc. Nothing is happening. It is not, the proper homework is not being done there. So that is a dilemma. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else?
Thank you, sir.
So now the discussion has moved into a very interesting trajectory. Sir, Sarosh sir, he is with us. Please, if you have any, sir, please.
Question.
Yes, sir.
I don't have a question. I have some observations only.
Sir. Okay, sir.
Before that, there is a question. Sir, is Kerala moving from ideology-driven politics to welfare-driven electoral competition these days?
Well, Kerala was influenced by ideological factors, especially in the first 3 to 4 decades since 1956. And people were definitely impacted by the ideological factor. But over the period, developments have taken place in such a way that you need immediate solutions for some of your economic concerns. Right? As a result of which, what happened was the impact of globalization had completely upset our calculations. So Kerala has to go global. And for the first few years since 1991, Kerala was anti-global in economic policies. So sound ideological factor can be understood. But when it comes to the public policy question, instead of some of the outdated ideologies, what is required is sound, rational economic policies. And even that is not debated. And as you mentioned, there is a thrust for welfare politics. And that thrust in the name of welfare politics, freebies are catching up. I mentioned that generally the economic background of Kerala has improved thanks to many other reasons. Social improvement is there. Equality is much higher than in many other states. And thanks to the mobility of the people, as Amartya Sen rightly mentioned, the 2 passports of Kerala are health and education. So we moved, we traveled, brought foreign money, etc., etc. But it also helped upgrading of the people, reduction of poverty, and definitely growth of the society. But what we missed was, number one, providing employment within the country, within the state. Providing employment within the state. That where we failed. Second, price rise. That is another area we failed. Now with the globalization, private sector is catching up in the area of healthcare and education. So private hospitals are not only run by industrialists or rich people, but they are also run by multinational corporations who invest in Kerala in private healthcare. So what will be the result? you need a huge money for treatment. Rich people and middle class people may go to the multinational corporations led hospitals. How about the poor people or ordinary people, ordinary middle class, lower middle class? So they will be affected. So this is a dilemma. So ideology has lost its strength. Ideology has lost its sharpness because under globalization, even communism has become outdated. Capitalism has also become outdated because it is the market that decides everything. Instead of capitalism, all over the world, you have corporatism. And communism is nowhere working in other parts of the country or other parts of the world. Kerala is the only state where communism is strong. What is the future of communism if it is going to be defeated this time? So it's a very fundamental issue that we are going to take attempt through election. But one thing is sure, Kerala's march has been more horizontal, striving towards equality, not towards growth. But now there is a demand that we should strive towards growth. Not only equality has been more or less achieved, but now we should think of employment, we should think of robust industries, etc. But given our size of the state is so small, we are having only less than 2% of the land area. We are having around 3.5% of the population. So there is a pressure on land. Agricultural land is also declining. Even tea estates, then spices, they are also declining. Tourism is growing. This is one thing I have to tell you. Tourism, film industry, etc. are growing. And Kerala has been a great attraction for tourists. That is catching up all over Kerala. It's a lovely place. So that way, the tourism industry promoted on itself, and thereby it provides some kind of employment to the people. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for very excellent lecture, sir. And
Thank you.
there are some of my observations. You have rightly mentioned that 2026 Kerala Assembly election is emerging as a closely contested political battle, primarily between NDF and UDF. And traditionally, Kerala has followed a pattern of alternating governments, but the LDF broke this trend in 2021 by returning to power and is now seeking a rare third consecutive term. And this has made the election significant as it tests whether voters prefer continuity and stability or a return to the conventional cycle of change. At the same time, the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance is attempting to expand its influence, making the contest somewhat triangular, though still largely it is bipolar in outcome. As you have mentioned, sir, several key issues are shaping voter preferences in this election, and LDF is highlighting its record in welfare schemes, infrastructure development, and crisis management, while the opposition is focusing on anti-incumbency, governance concerns, and allegations of inefficiency. Economic challenges, particularly unemployment and youth migration, remain central concerns alongside debates over fiscal sustainability of welfare policies. Additionally, emerging trends such as identity-based mobilization, environmental concerns, and local livelihood issues are influencing the political discourse. And overall, the election represents a balance between welfare-driven governance and demands for economic opportunities, and making it a crucial test of both leadership credibility and political direction in Kerala. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for very excellent lecture, sir.
Thank you.
Jitendra sir, your observation about Kerala election, is there something particular factor which you may raise here? Do you see any kind of possibility of BJP getting more percentage of votes and seats also?
Thank you, Sanjay ji, for giving me opportunity. First of all, I would like to thank Professor Gopal Kumar sir for wonderful presentation. Sir, one thing I would like to say that you have raised certain questions regarding the government working today. Unemployment is there, infrastructure is so far infrastructure is concerned, that is not up to the mark. Corruption is there, and even then, if incumbency factor is not there, so it is a surprising thing. But I think or see that the way BJP is gaining ground there by raising percentage of vote from up to 20%, as you have said that. And so far as you have very rightly pointed out, that they are dependent on the income coming from the Middle East. Nurses, Kerala nurses are very known and prominent so far as the working of the people of Kerala is concerned. The way Modi government rescued Kerala nurses and the people working in Middle East on many occasions, including a father uh, who was in distress. I think that BJP is doing every possible thing in order to gain ground there. And so far as the number of the Hindus and the Christians and the minorities, 49 and 51%. I think that BJP is working silently. And as I know, and we all know that RSS worker is working very hard on the ground, and they are successful in garnering support of the 40, maximum people from 41% of the population. And I think slowly and slightly, but with strongly, BJP is gaining ground there. And in future, I think that the change is imminent. This is what I see out of all the factors explained by you and the debates I generally hear on this subject about the Kerala. And till CPM is in power, if Congress is not gaining ground there, I think that BJP will get some upper hand so far as the election result in the coming days is there. This is how I perceive the Kerala politics, electoral politics, sir. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for your observation. I must say that the BJP has to understand the local dimension of politics here. That is exactly where I said they should have understood that the real challenge to the growth of BJP comes from the CPM, which
Yeah.
is the strongest Hindu party.
I agree.
And yeah, that is number one. Yeah. And you look at, I agree that there will be a slight increase in percentage of votes. Even if they get 20%, it will be remarkable. Then
Yeah.
the BJP will can grow in Kerala. 3 seats and 20% will be a great achievement.
Yeah.
And one more thing where the BJP flawed was on the Sabarimala gold theft case.
Right.
The gold theft case was one of the focal points of this election, which I attribute along with the corruption. BJP did not focus this point against LDF, but the Congress did and the UDF did. So whatever anti-incumbency exists on gold theft case against the communist government, the credit goes for protest to the UDF and the Congress. So what
Yeah.
was the BJP doing there? The BJP did not focus upon that. The new leadership of the BJP focused exclusively on development. That is good, no doubt. It's good. I don't deny that. But whenever such issues about the gold theft, etc., happens, or some religious issues are there, how come the BJP is shy of protesting it? This is not the first time. In 2018, there was a famous controversy of what is called the women entry in Sabarimala. You remember that? Then the
Yeah.
BJP did not take a clear position. Then also in 2019 parliament elections, the Congress got the benefit.
Really,
This
it
is
is
a
very surprising,
this
sir.
is
Really, it is very surprising. You are rightly observed.
Yeah.
Rightly observed.
Thank you.
So it's already 5:53, and perhaps we should move to the Verma sir, the last one. And you are one of the greatest cephalogists of this entire country on as far as electoral politics is concerned, sir. So what's your take? And finally, I'm just asking, what is your take about this Kerala and Tamil Nadu elections? Because whatever you will speak will be shared with so many people among inside and outside the country. So, what's your take, sir? Verma,
Sanjay
sir,
ji,
please.
thank you very much. And don't say such big things which I don't deserve. I I can only say with certainty one thing, that we had a very enlightening analytical discussion today on both the states, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. And as you had rightly mentioned in the beginning, that sitting on this side of the country, we are not so much exposed to the politics of our sister states. So presentation by Professor Madhuri Veeran, and then secondly by Professor Gopal Kumar on these two states have been very enlightening. I have been, using my notebook and pen to copiously take notes about what they have said. Because you see, there are certain things you're not supposed to know everything. We might be working a little bit on UP politics, and I know ABCD, a little bit of UP politics, but we hardly know anything about the various other states in the country. However, one thing which has always, given me, a kind of surprise, or you can say some kind of inquisitiveness, is the alternation of power in these two states. Whether it be Tamil Nadu or whether it be Kerala, as both the presenters have rightly confessed, that this psychology I have not been able to understand, that with a very mechanical regularity, at every interval 5 years, the people overturn the mandate. And of course, as we have seen in the case of Kerala, it was considered to be an aberration or an exception that there was a repeat LDF government in Kerala.
Thank you.
And now in Tamil Nadu, people are wondering whether Stalin would be making history and would be coming again to power. So this psychology, what it speaks, why, and this question is addressed to both the friends, Madurai Viran Saab as well as to Gopal Kumar Saab, ki how they, from their lens, they understand this cyclic rotation of mandate in a very mechanical fashion. That has been quite a puzzle to me. The second thing that I am worried about is the politics of freebieism. And one of the friends from Calcutta perhaps very rightly asked a question, that are we returning to the age of freebieism? And Sanjay ji, it's not only limited to Tamil Nadu or Kerala. As you might have been observing, be it Maharashtra, be it Madhya Pradesh, be it Bihar, be it West Bengal, be it Delhi,
Punjab.
be it Punjab, every state, irrespective of the fact that, I mean, it's horrifying to see the amount of loans that the state is having, as both the presenters have narrated the huge amount of loan and debt that the state is suffering from. And in spite of that, very lavish freebies are being promised to the voters. I mean, this is something very disturbing for a poor country like us. Most of us are not very rich. Most of us are poor. So a poor country, how, with lot of, if you had a filled coffer, then it's fine. Then certainly you can promise moon and sun, everything. But in such a situation where the state coffers are empty, by promising, and what is happening, this is generating a competitive freebieism in the country. if, as Professor Madurai Veeran was saying, if you are saying 1,000, I will be saying 1,500. If you are saying 800, I will be saying 1,200. So every political party is trying to outdo the other political party,
Yes, sir.
which is absolutely, going to put the state coffers in a very, very difficult situation. And one political party which promises and doesn't return to power. Suppose Stalin doesn't return to power. Now, in competitive freeism, the AIDMK-led NDA, if it comes to power, then how it is going to honor those, assurances, because the coffers are empty. The state government, what mechanisms they have to generate additional funds for honoring those problems. I mean, there is no check, neither a judicial check on this, nor an election commission check on this, nor a self check on the government or the political party. So that's a disturbing phenomenon, not only for the Tamil Nadu and Kerala, but I think for the entire country. Most of us might be worried about this. So, Sanjay ji, I have to only say that I can only thank both Professor Gopakumar, and I have no questions and nothing much to say. I thank Professor Gopakumar and Professor Madurai Veeran for accepting our invitation to come at a very short notice and deliver an excellent, analytical discourse on both the respective states. And I also must remind you that on very soon we are going to have a panel discussion on Assam and West Bengal, and the people will be from eminent scholars from West Bengal and Assam, and the dates will be very soon announced for that. So we wanted to get a perspective of the South, and we wanted to now also know about Assam and West Bengal, which are also very, very happening states. More happenings are expected over there, and a lot of curiosity is there. The election commission's involvement, a lot of dismemberment of the voters, lot of detection of illegal voters, and so many complicated things are there. The growing population of Muslims in West Bengal, hooliganism, etc., etc. And probably the latest is probably application of Article 142 by the Supreme Court, in which the state administration has been virtually taken over by the judiciary. All how this is going to happen and how it is going to impact the electoral process in West Bengal. All these are very interesting. So very soon you will be intimated about the dates, and we'll have another discussion on West Bengal. So I again thank you, and thank you, Sanjay ji, for very beautifully conducting this today's
Thank you very
discussion.
much, Verma ji.